Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video we are going to hinge the third cube onto the first two cubes. Now here I've already hinged these seed beads. What you want to do is you want to lay it out so you have T1, T2, and T3, and then the hinge is going to go on the back of T1 and T3 with 3, 1, and 3, 3. So what I do is once I have my cubes laid out, T1, T2, T3, I then turn them so that 3, 1 and 3, 3 are facing me. Then I take 3, 3 and I go with the bottom connection bead and I put my string through it. Then I take my string and I add 2 beads to each string. Then I go through the bottom connection bead next to 1, 3. And I bring my 2 ends together and I pull tight. Now with the microfilament you might want to separate out your string. That makes it a little easier to pull it tight. Then this part is a little easier with the seed beads because you can hold them in your hands. Facet beads are a little large for that. So you want to go through the second and third side bead on the side your string is. So we're going to go through the second and third. And then we will go through the connection bead. Then we will turn and on the same side as the string you'll go through the second and third side bead with your other string. I'm not sure what happened here, but see if I can get it. There we go. How it wrapped around itself or something. I'm not sure what happened. Alright, and then go through the connection bead so that both your strings are now coming through the connection bead. Then bring your strings together because you want to make sure that they're even. With the microfilament they stay pretty even because the string doesn't slip as easily, but with the monofilament you might need to even them out a bit. Alright, now your strings are crossed your connection beads, so you're now going to add 2 beads to each string. and then you will go through the connection bead across on the other cube. You want to make sure it's the same one. We've gone through the first, now we're going through the second one. And then we will, on the same side as our string, go through the 4th and 5th bead. Then through the connection bead. Turn it, and the other string will also go through the 4th and 5th bead. Now I also realized that my faceted beads are done with the diamond weave. And this is a good weave, but it does sew the sides of the square more tightly together than the cross weave and right angle weave. So it makes going through the end or the side beads a little more difficult, because they're more tightly woven together and not as pliable. Alright, now we're going to add 2 beads to each string again. And then we are now in the 3rd connection bead, so we want to go through the 3rd connection bead on the opposite cube. And now we'll go through the 6th and 7th side beads on the side our string is on. And then through the connection bead, and we flip over, and we do the 6th and 7th with the other string. Then we go through the connection bead. Now both our strings are coming out of the connection bead, so we can add 2 beads to each string. Then we go through the 4th connection bead, because we're coming out of the 4th one on this cube, so we need to go through the 4th one on the other cube. And we have our side connected. Now what I like to do is bead up and then tie in this corner bead above where I have finished. So both strings will go through 2 beads, a corner and a connection. And I usually put the first one through the corner bead where I plan to put my knot. Then the second one, go through corner bead, and a connection. I find this makes it a little easier to keep my hinges tight. And then I tie my knot, a single and then a double overhand for the monofilament. And we slip it inside that corner bead. And we pull tight, and then we can go back or thread through about 6 beads or so and then clip off the excess. And then I turn it back, and there we have T1, T2, T3. And if you want to move it around some, this will say seasons. We just have to get the last cube. And let's see what else we have. Part of our spring. And where's the winter? Oh, there we go. There's our snowman and part of some of the little trees that are in the distance. So some of your facings are starting to come together now that we have 3 sewn together. Oh, here is summer with part of our umbrella and some of the sky. So I hope that you enjoy playing with your 3 cubes so far sewn together, but also I hope you'll come back and continue, and we will begin the 4th one in the next video.